students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter 9 on page number 65. Right? Chapter 9 part 1 of 9th standard. Fundamental rights, fundamental duties and directive principles of state policy. Now when we are talking about fundamental, till now what we had discussed about constitution, what is constitution, what is democracy, right? What is the meaning of preamble, what are the features of preamble, right? So all these things we had discussed, that is given in our constitution. Now we are going forward to it, means ke we are discussing right now deeply about the constitution, means what is there for the citizens of the country in our constitution, means कि constitution में ऐसी क्या क्या चीजें दी गई है, that is for the people of the country, right? We are talking about democracy, so that is definitely about people of the country, right? So here what we are going to discuss about fundamental rights. Fundamental rights means कि as a democratic country, India, we are the democratic people of the country. So what rights we have, right, for ourselves, like freedom, right to equality. There were many rights, right against exploitation. There are many rights, that is which we are going to discuss. Then fundamental duties. Fundamental duties means as a citizen of India, what are our duties towards our nation, यानी हमें हमारे देश के लिए ऐसा क्या क्या करना चाहिए, right? So that is also. And the directive principles of state policy. Directive principles of state policy means कि as a state, right, as a country or as a state, what are the other principles that are also included, because there are many things in our society, because we are a multifaceted society, different caste, creed, religion, everybody is living in our society, right? So we are going to discuss everything in this chapter, right? Now first we will start from the introduction. In the previous chapter we have studied Indian Constitution, preamble and important pillars as well as the specific characteristics, right? In this chapter we will study about the important characteristics of constitution, that is fundamental rights, fundamental duties and directive principles of state policy. Now as chapter will move on, we will understand what is fundamental rights, then we will understand what is fundamental duties, what are the directive principles. So everything we are going to try to make you understand. Then first is human rights. What is human rights? यानी as a dignified citizen, to enhance the dignity of the citizen, democracy हमेशा हमको बहुत सारे हक देती है, right? तो उसके बारे में बात करेंगे कि what are our rights as a citizen, right? तो human rights are those rights which not only give a person his or her basic existence but also overall development, in which society helps to construct an environment which enables him or her to grow. This is a very beautiful understanding कि ह्यूमन राइट्स हमें क्या देते हैं, जैसे कि हम बाहर घूमते हैं, हमको जो खाना है खाते हैं, राइट? हमें जो बोलना है बोलते हैं, वी रीड मैनी थिंग्स इन न्यूज़पेपर, एवरीबडी ऑन सोशल मीडिया दे कैन से एनीथिंग. सो व्हाट इज दिस, राइट? अगर आप अरब कंट्री में हो और आप कोई भी चीज़ अगर किंग के या गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट बोल दो, आपको तुरंत ही you will be punished for that. But in our democratic country it is not like that. So we have right to say something, we have a freedom. तो जब हमारे में एक freedom आता है, जब हमारे पास हक आता है, तो we grow in the society, right? We feel कि we are going to develop. तो हमारी सोच भी खुलती है, राइट? फिर हमें जो करना होता है वो करने के लिए हमें कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. तो ये सब कौन देता है? दैट विल बी गिवन बाय द ह्यूमन राइट्स ओनली. सो दैट इज द रीजन ह्यूमन राइट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. then a person is not discriminated on the basis of caste, then can experience the basic right. The protection of this right are assured by society and nation as well. Means कि हमारे यहाँ लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमें पता है कि पहले अगर हम 100 साल 200 साल पहले जाए तो देयर वर मेनी सिस्टम वेयर यू नो देयर वाज अ क्लास डिफरेंसेस वर देयर, like you know the small scheduled caste people were dominated very much. They were tortured very much in every way, right? So now you cannot see this in the society where every caste is same, creed is, you cannot defame यानी किसी को आप खराब नहीं बोल सकते on the basis of caste or on the basis of color, on the basis of creed, on the basis of religion, and any on the basis of gender, right? So this is what equality is. So that is provided into the human rights. Means our society and our nation trying to make people equal, means all are equal in our society. The person by his birth own rights which are his her basic rights which are known as human rights. यानी जैसे कि मैंने जन्म लिया, as I born, my caste is decided, my religion is decided, right? My creed, everything is decided, that I cannot change. Afterwards, after 18 years I want to change, that is a different thing, but as I born, that cannot be changed, right? So जैसे ही आप जन्मते हो आपके साथ बहुत सारे राइट्स भी आपको दे दिए जाते हैं. They are known as the basic rights and they are known as the human rights. As you born as a citizen of a country, of a democratic country, along with that you get many rights that are known as the human rights. We are human, so we should have many rights, right? Now, United Nations General Assembly has declared human rights on 10th December 1948. So human rights are decided on which date? 10th December 1948. So afterwards 10th December is always, every year 10th December is followed and celebrated as a human rights day after that, right? So from the global announcement of human rights, certain basic and important human rights are added in the Constitution of India and thereby these rights are protected in a dignified way. तो जैसे ही ह्यूमन राइट्स की अनाउंसमेंट हुई, सो देर आर मेनी चेंजेस had been done in the constitution of our country, right? And this many rights are given to the citizen of the country, many rights are protected in our in constitution in a dignified way. So thus those human rights which are included by Constitution of India are known as a fundamental rights. तो ये हमने human rights की बात की. Now what we are going to discuss about fundamental rights. Fundamental यानी basic rights जो हमारे पास होने चाहिए as a citizen of a country. So they are known as a fundamental rights, right? This human rights proclaim the human being. Proclaim मतलब declare करता है, right? The human being to live in a dignified way. यानी हम हमारे अपने आप को confidently promote कर सकते हैं. That is known as a dignified way. For the existence of human being, the basic needs. यानी हर एक इंसान का इतना हक तो है ही. ये तो एक democratic country को हमें देना ही चाहिए. So what are they? Food, shelter, education and health. These are the 4 things that should be provided by a country to the citizen of a country. Should be received in a dignified and respectable way. Dignified and respectable यानी वो हमारा हक है, हमको मांगना नहीं पड़ना चाहिए, वो हमें मिलना चाहिए. That is a dignified and respectable way. Democratic country allows its citizen to enjoy equal rights for multifaceted development. यानी हमें डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में इक्वल राइट्स मिले, जिसका मैंने बात किया, लाइक फ्रीडम, all caste, color, religion, creed are equal, genders are equal, राइट. सो उससे क्या होगा, मल्टी फेसेटेड डेवलपमेंट, यानी बहुत सारी जगहों पे एक साथ में डेवलपमेंट हम देख सकते हैं. ह्यूमन राइट्स आर गिवन टू देम, right? So the state guarantee such a conducive environment wherein one has protection of fundamental rights, a true identity of a democratic system. Any country is trying to, by constitution and by fundamental rights, they are trying to promote and provide us a, the development that can be possible in a democratic system. So that is what the human rights, that is what the fundamental rights, right? Now in fundamental rights there are many rights, like there are we are going to discuss many rights are there in the fundamental rights. Basic 6 फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर देयर. उसके बाद उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें, हर साल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नए नए लॉज आते हैं तो चेंज भी होती है, राइट. द फ्रीडम ऑफ प्रेस, फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन, बहुत सारी चीजें आई है नई नई. सो देर आर राइट टू एजुकेशन, देर आर मेनी थिंग्स, मेनी राइट्स आर गेटिंग इन टू इट, राइट. जैसे कि साउथ अफ्रीका में तो राइट टू प्रिवेसी, राइट टू गुड एनवायरमेंट, राइट टू लिव इन अ गुड एनवायरमेंट, ये सारे भी है. तो वो तो अभी हमारी कंट्री में नहीं आए हैं, लेकिन फिर भी वी हैव अ बेसिक वेरी गुड राइट्स दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस टुडे. सो फर्स्ट राइट व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस, दैट इज अ right to equality. Now in fundamental rights what we are going to discuss about rights to equality. Sorry. Now what is right to equality? Equality का मतलब क्या होता है? Means के we are living in a society and in society we all should be treated equal. लेकिन हम ऐसे बोले कि आप ऐसा सोचोगे कि नहीं, यहाँ पे तो गरीब भी है, अमीर भी है, तो हम कैसे इक्वल हुए, सोसाइटी में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. नो, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, on the basis of law, on the basis of the justice. We are talking about in that way, right? So democratically we all are equal. By we have a right to vote. All rights are equal. Means if the richest person of our country will also give vote, that is also one vote. And a poorest person of our country will give a vote, that will account as a one vote only. प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी अगर वोट देने जाता है और हॉकर भी अगर वोट देने जाता है तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर का भी एक ही वोट गिना जाता है और हॉकर का भी एक ही वोट गिना जाता है. तो दैट इज व्हाट इक्वालिटी मीन्स, राइट. व्हेन वी गो फॉर अ जस्टिस, सो इन जस्टिस इफ चीफ मिनिस्टर विल डन एनी क्राइम and a poor person also done the same crime, then they have to go to the judge and they have to go to the court. उसे equality कहते हैं. Understood? So we are talking about equality on the basis of our constitution, on the basis of our law, right? So that we are going to discuss. Now right to equality, that what we are going to start now.